Am I the for calling my mother-in-law gross, disgusting, and nasty? You're shocked that it's mother-in-law drama, aren't you? I know you are. My son doesn't look like my husband. My husband has blue eyes, black hair, is shorter, and is pale as a ghost. My son has green eyes, dirty blonde hair, is tall, and is quite tan. The only thing he gets from me is the hair color. He's an exact copy of my little brother who passed away when he was 19. It's a bit strange at times, especially since he acts a lot like my brother as well. They like the same sports, have the same personalities, style, and my son's ex-girlfriend looks exactly like my brother's ex-girlfriend. My husband knows these things and doesn't love our son any less. His mother, however, is still suspicious. It's been 17 years, but she still sometimes suggests that our son isn't his. Despite this, she's never done anything to our son, and he loves his grandma. Anyways, we spent Christmas with my family and decided to hang out with my in-laws for New Year's. I didn't think mother-in-law would say anything about my son's real father, since she hasn't for a while now, but boy was I wrong. It was even worse this time. My son is allergic to peanuts, my brother was too, and so was my dad. Since peanuts are a common allergy, my mother-in-law never asked if my brother had this allergy too. I never told her either. My son, daughter, and mother-in-law were all talking, and somehow the topic of allergies came up. They mentioned how my father is allergic to peanuts. My mother-in-law said, "Really? Him too?" And my daughter, "Yeah, and so was their uncle, my brother." My mother-in-law's face dropped and she got up, stomped up to me and said she's had it. That she didn't want to say this, but she only has one logical explanation as to why my son is nothing like her son and exactly like my brother. I'm not repeating her exact words, but I interrupted her mid-sentence and called her gross, disgusting, and downright nasty. I told my husband I was over this, he agreed, and we left. She's been texting me since saying that she's sorry, but I had no right to insult her like that when even I find the similarities strange. She told me that she's likely not the only one to have thought it, which, ooh. I felt so insulted and gross. She's saying I'm overreacting. Am I the asshole for what I said? Edit, my brother was 19 and I was 29 when he passed. I got pregnant around the same time. She was referring to my brother, not my father. Yeah, no, I didn't get confused by that, but what the man? I'm no expert at genetics, but it seems reasonable that if there were character traits that your father had that were passed to your brother, you could still carry those without them being active in your visible appearance, right? You could pass those genes along and your son could end up looking like he is because your father looked like how he was. The fact that the mother-in-law can only fathom her baby boy's baby boy not looking just like her baby boy is that her baby boy's wife had incestuous sex with her brother before he died. To stomp up to her at a family function and force it in her face again. And then have the audacity to get pissed at her and say that she had no right to insult her like that. Wait, just a minute. Mother-in-law has been saying this shit for a long time, finally makes a big scene about it, and then she was the one who was insulted? No! Run away from this woman and never look back. What's your husband doing in all of this? Like, why does your husband not stand up and be like, all right, mom, it's time to cut the bullshit? He can go rip on her and say, all right, mom, put the crazy away. She can think whatever she wants to think, but she can also control those thoughts getting to here and her speaking them out into the universe to cause all kinds of bullshit drama. My goodness. I'm sorry that you have to go through this. This sounds like an absolute shit show, and I don't know why you choose to still be around her. I guess it's because it's been a long time and she hasn't said anything, but guess what? She's still hanging on to it, and she's going to be hanging on to it for a long time. And when you finally stood up for yourself, you insulted her. There is going to be no win in this scenario. You're not the asshole for standing up to yourself. Mother-in-law is a great big old asshole who's going to keep doing this. So just get away from her. Never look back. You will be much happier that you did.